Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Morgan, and I'm a 6th grade math and science teacher, and I also love all things Disney. And on today's video, it's a live stream. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of it today. It's a live stream, and we're talking all things Disney, fantasy, football, and I have my friends here. Our Paradise Falls. So if you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves, that's not what I want to do. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
All right, it's been too long. I've been doing this for, I don't know what, the 7-8 weeks we've been doing this. Brittany, take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Brittany, and this is
Jeff.
We're our Paradise Falls. We also have a third person. He's in the next room, and that's Connor. He's the star of our channel. We are a Florida family of 3 who loves all things travel and adventure, mostly Disney World, of course, and other amusement parks.
Yep, we pretty much vlog our Disney adventures. We vlog our character warehouse adventures. We do a lot of things with Funko Pop. Brittany does a lot of things with Loungefly. We go to aquariums. We go to zoos. Yeah, pretty much everything in South Florida and in Central Florida near Disney.
Awesome. Is my volume any better? If you guys are watching, can you tell me if you can hear me? Because apparently my volume is not good today. I wonder if it's because I'm sick. Like it's not picking me up like it normally does. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know in chat if you guys can hear Morgan well, because from our end, it's not she's muffled, she's just really quiet. And I have my speaker volume all the way up and I still can't hear it.
It's like this happened on Kaylee's too. So I wonder if like my speaker, like my microphone is like something's broken or something. I don't know. I don't have a solution. Wait, I might. Hold on. Wait. Ah! My ears are falling.
You're coming through fine off the laptop though. So because I have the laptop streaming right next to us so I can talk to people. You're coming through fine on that.
Okay. Then maybe it's not me. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll just roll with it because I can't figure it out right now. But so what was I gonna say? Oh, so we're talking about all things Disney and football today, and we have a lot to talk about because we're getting into some of the final games of football. So let's go ahead and just start right off with that. Jeff, are there any games you want to talk about, or Brittany, any games you specifically want to talk about?
I definitely don't want to talk about the Giants game.
I don't want to talk about the Steelers game either. So
yeah, this I don't know the Steelers game. Well, no, because the Steelers almost came back, so I do have to give them credit there. At least they tried to make it a game. It was too little, too late. It was empty calories in the fourth quarter. They did try, but the Giants were just pathetic. And yeah, I don't know. Our season is pretty much done, and yeah, we need to. It's pretty much a dumpster fire right now.
Well, you're not eliminated from the playoffs yet, if that makes you feel better. You're not eliminated from being in the playoffs yet.
Yeah, on paper, we're not eliminated. But if you watch the games on Sunday, we're eliminated.
Hey, I mean, like, I really thought I was kind of, well, I didn't watch that game. But there is one game I want to talk about, last night's game. Did you guys catch last night's game?
I didn't watch all of it, but I saw that the Rams were pretty much dominating. Well, not dominating, but they were up 10 on the Cardinals. I saw the Cardinals came back late and they got the onside kick, and I guess they tried driving down the field, but it didn't happen. So, but no, we didn't watch all of it.
Yeah, I watched most of it, and I was like really upset by the Cardinals because I thought, like, I really want the Cardinals to go make it to the end. Like, I'm so upset. I wish they were doing a lot better than they are.
Well, I mean, it's just one loss. I mean, they're still 10-3, so they still have the best record in the NFC. I mean, it's going to happen. Plus, it's a divisional opponent. They already beat that. They beat the Rams already. It's a divisional opponent. It's going to happen. Just like, I mean, anything in the division. Like, yeah, we play the Cowboys on Sunday. Are we going to beat them? No. But is it going to be a close game? It could potentially be.
I hope you beat them. It would be really good for me.
It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Well, don't get your hopes up.
Well, no, the Cardinals actually don't have the best record in the NFC anymore. The Packers and the Bucks are ahead of them currently. I don't know how, because they all technically have the same exact record. But
Okay, well, it's a 3-way tie for first place.
yeah.
Yeah, got Green Bay, Tampa, and Arizona has the tiebreaker.
Currently, they have the Packers and Bucks ahead of the Cardinals. I guess because the Cardinals are on a loss. Is that why?
Sorry, I'm trying to see if I could fix the audio.
It's okay.
Because I'm like,
I can't hear.
And then I went to go watch it from the laptop.
Okay, well, we lost them. All right. Well, we'll put a hold on football for a moment. And there they are.
I'm trying to fix the audio because I'm like, I tried watching it on the laptop, but the laptop has a delay. So it's like, I got to wait for it to catch up, but that's not going to work. So
it's okay. I don't know what it is. So like StreamYard's been really weird on certain devices because Kaylee's had the same thing happening where she couldn't hear me either. But then she realized it was like hooked up to the wrong thing or something, like the mic, like I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I have my Bluetooth on, but I don't, and everything's pretty much how it should be. I did update my phone since the last time we did it, so I don't know if maybe that had something to do with it.
Maybe because that's what Kaylee said. Kaylee said that hers like, hi Lena from Hall Family Adventures. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Kaylee said that hers like did something weird and she had to like change a setting on it or something so that she could hear. But I don't know.
Once we get off of this, I'll play around with it and maybe I'll look up on YouTube. I might have to do something.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to talk louder so you can hear me, but I don't know if that's gonna help.
You're good. I heard you.
Okay. I was
maybe we should do signs.
Signs, like
we've been watching a lot of Hawkeye, so maybe we should sign to each other and be like,
I watched this. Yeah, a new episode hasn't come out yet, right?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, yeah. So I'm caught up. Woo.
I'm actually surprisingly shocked of how good of a show it is. I was really ragging on that show. I was like, oh man, this is going to be terrible. I don't really like the Christmas. If they took out the Christmas stuff, I think it would be a better show. Like the Christmas element is just a little too much with like the music and stuff. I mean, I get it. It's around the holidays. I understand why they did it. But yeah, it's surprisingly, it's a really good show.
I think it being a Christmas one kind of adds like a element of like fun to it because like she gets caught by Christmas lights when she's like falling and like suddenly and like they have to like dodge all these different Christmas things. I don't know. Kind of makes me happy, but
I really like the one scene. It wasn't in the last episode. I think it was the previous episode when they're in the car and the way they shot it. It's like they were driving and then the camera's doing like a whole 360 panoramic shot of all the action. I'm like, that's like just like a creative like thing, like a technique, a camera technique that they put in the car like that. So I'm like, all right, so they're making it interesting. So it's not just going to be your general like Marvel story. Like they're trying to actually make it interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Since we're already talking about Disney, we might as well just talk about some Disney news. So currently, some of the latest Disney news that has come out is the Castle 50th Spirit jersey has finally dropped at Disney World. So that's exciting. It's completely sold out, so you can't get it currently. But they have said that it'll be restocking. And hi,
I was going to say, why are you making a frowning face? You didn't want it anyway.
No, I wasn't making a frowning face. They had a bunch of them over the weekend, though.
They didn't have any on Sunday when I went. They were completely sold out. They said that because as far as I know, they were only sold at Disney Springs. And they said that they sold out that morning, like before noon on Saturday. And they hadn't restocked. So they were telling me that I could come back this week sometime in the morning. And they might have them, but they like couldn't give me an actual date. And They also said to check Shop Disney because it'll probably be dropping within this week on there.
Because I had two friends there this weekend, and Saturday and Sunday, both of them offered to grab it for me. Yeah, that's why I was like,
I didn't see it at all. I went on Saturday or Sunday for my live stream, and I went in right after my live stream, and they had none. Like, they were completely gone. Like, no, the only thing that you could see was a mannequin wearing it, and they won't take it off the mannequin, unfortunately.
Yeah, my friend was at Magic, and she had it at Magic. She got one at Magic.
Oh, see, I didn't get to go to Magic this weekend, so that's probably why. But the ones at World of Disney and Disney Springs had absolutely none left. So that's probably why.
I'm sure they still have plenty of that $300 lounge fly, though.
Oh, yes. At Epcot, they did. At Disney Springs, they did not. So there is a brand new gold lounge fly that is $300. Just about, like, it's just under $300 for it. And they also have ears to match, which are $500 if you want to match your ears to your lounge.
It's real leather.
I don't know how much I believe that, but, like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Like,
so does the bag, does it self-pack for you where you don't have to put anything in it? It does it for you? Because then I could justify a $300 price, but if it doesn't self-pack for you, no way in hell would I pay $300 for a bag.
I would never. And I actually saw people walking around with it when I was at Epcot, and I would, like, my jaw just dropped. I was like, what?
There was a girl, I was scrolling through Instagram the other day, and she had all the 50th bags. She had the
iridescent.
No.
What's the blue one?
No. The one that that's like the other brand that you like. What's that other brand?
Kate Spade.
She had a Kate Spade one. We didn't even know about that one. She had that one. She had the $300 one, the iridescent, the blue one, and the White Castle one. She had all 5 of them.
Yeah. I think I
saw
a similar picture. That's like a lot. That's so much. I don't even know why you would have that many. To be honest, but that's ridiculous. But anyway, let's get back to some football because that just.
I was going to say, before we go back to football, are we going to talk about Galactic Star Cruiser at all?
Yes, we are. It's on my list. Do you want to just talk about it now?
Yeah, it's just that way we keep it with Disney stuff because I don't really keep up with a whole lot of Disney news. Like, obviously I'll see like the new merchandise stuff. I saw the jerseys and the bags and stuff that come out. But man, people are having a ball with this Galactic Star Cruiser, and especially with canceling all the reservations. Yes, it's amazing.
That's what I had. So Galactic Star Cruiser, for those of you guys who do not know, the Galactic Star Cruiser is the new Star Wars hotel opening up, I think this year, I think in March, at Walt Disney World. And it is supposed to be an entire, like it's like basically you're booking a cruise, but for a hotel in Florida. It's kind of weird, and it's like super expensive to go there. You have a whole planned itinerary with like dining and everything that you can go to on the Galactic Star Cruiser. And they just sent out welcome messages to those who have already booked vacation packages for it. But as soon as people saw that video, apparently they thought it was not going to be worth the money. And so there have been mass cancellations of the Star Cruiser, and there are now availabilities in April. There was even more availability today in April and May, and some days for the opening of it. So,
did you see the promotional videos? Did you watch them?
No, I haven't seen the promotional
So
videos.
I've seen both. The one Disney actually took off the internet because there was so much backlash against it. They actually took it off the internet, the first one. The second one is there's like a girl, she's like an alien, and she's like your itinerary person, and she's explaining to you about the ship and the things that you're going to do and so on and so forth. But I think what people are most upset about is, number one, it doesn't feel like Star Wars. It doesn't feel like Star Wars at all. And I didn't get a Star Wars vibe when I was watching it. And number two, it's very cheap. It looks very cheap. The set that she's on looks very cheap. I guess people were comparing it to like an 80s Star Trek set. Like, it doesn't look like glamorous, and it doesn't look $6,000. It looks like $600 or maybe $60, I should say.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look $600. It looks like $60. So it's like, I think people are seeing it, and I really think Disney was really hyping this thing up. And if I walked in there knowing I paid $6,000 plus for a 2-night stay, and I walked in and it looks like something that somebody did overnight or like put up, or looks like a cheap 80s Star Trek set, I would be highly disappointed as well. It's like you're marketing this thing to be this new like innovation, or this new innovation of a hotel, and it looks like that. They're going to have so many more cancellations, and if they continue to keep the hotel the way it is and they don't change anything with it at all, they're going to have to drop the price of it tremendously, or they're going to lose so much money on it. They probably already are losing so much money, because how do you fix a hotel that's already being built, like, or pretty much almost done?
Yeah. And I think it is done, because they're now like having cast members in there, I've heard, like training them and everything. So I think it's done being built. But I agree, and I think they were crazy to think that they could charge that much in general for just a hotel. Like, I think I understand the concept behind it, but like I think that it was just a bad move, and they should have like dropped the cost at the start and then seen how popular it was, then they could have upped the price. But currently, like, I hope they drop the price so I get to go and try and experience it. But currently,
so one of the things you can do there is you can defend off the ship from like a swarm of TIE fighters. And the game, it's pretty much like a game you have to play. It's like a button mash game, and the game looks cheap. It looks very cheap. I mean, freaking Xbox and PlayStation are doing better things on their consoles than what this thing looks like. And then you can launch the ship into hyperspace, and it's like, well, pay $6,000 to go launch the ship into hyperspace, or I could go ride Smuggler's Run and launch the Millennium Falcon into hyperspace and not pay all that extra money for it. So it's like I really think they're just dropping the ball with Star Wars, and they're just like, oh, if we slap the name Star Wars on there, people are going to come spend money. And no, it's not going to happen. Not when you're making cheap stuff like that, Disney. You guys got to step up your game.
They're really going to have trouble, I think, with that. And it's also hard because you're going, like, some people that are coming from far away, you're going to Walt Disney World. You want to go to the parks. Like, that's half the appeal, is to go to the parks. And with this whole thing, they don't let you go to the parks. They don't let you stay there and go to the parks. You have to stay there and basically stay on the ship and do what the people on the ship tell you to do. And you get one day to go to Hollywood Studios to see Galaxy's Edge, and that's it. That's like your only park you get to go to. You don't have any time to go anywhere else. It's like it's crazy, and I think it's so not worth it. And I'm really torn. And speaking of Galaxy's Edge, I don't know if you heard, but they're having trouble with the building lightsabers right now. Like the building of lightsabers, they had a cheaper option that they've closed at one of the stores in Galaxy's Edge because they're having trouble getting the crystals shipped there.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I did see a story in one of the Galaxy's Edge groups that I'm in, that a lot of the crystals that they're getting in and people are putting in their lightsabers are not working anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have the crystal, my lightsaber's back there. I have the red crystal in it. I do have the obsidian crystal. I never tried it in the lightsaber before, but I mean, mine works fine. But yeah, a lot of people are saying they're getting different crystals and they're not working.
That's interesting. I wonder if they're like changing suppliers of the crystal or what's happening.
Yeah, man. I mean, maybe they changed suppliers. Maybe maybe they went through another brand or another thing to make them. But
yeah, I don't know. But that's like a lot of like, because now it used to be, so it's basically back to what it used to be, where you have to pay like the $200 experience, but they for a short time, you could go to, I think it was the Depot or something, not the Droid Depot, but it was like a different store you could go to in Galaxy's Edge, and you could basically make a lightsaber just you don't get like all the show and everything like that. You kind of just put it together and make it, and then it's yours, and it's a lot cheaper. I think it was only like $100 rather than $200, or maybe it was just $50. I don't know. So I wonder if that's those people that did that experience that.
Well, no, they have Sabis. I mean, you can go into Doc Ondars, but they have the lightsabers that you can buy, but you can't make a lightsaber in there. And then the only other place that you can make a lightsaber is like the plastic ones at the Traders Outpost outside of Star Tours.
Yes, that's what where you can go. But they've cut that off too because they said that you can't make they don't have the crystals right now to make it. So
I don't think those get crystals though. I think those are just pre effects that you just they just emit.
I don't know.
Because Connor's made lightsabers there before, and he didn't get a crystal. It's just you pick your color, and
then it's somewhere else because I read it on Disney Food Blog that you can go somewhere else in Galaxy's Edge to make a lightsaber just like you would at the Droid Depot or wherever you go to make
Sabi's
Workshop.
Yeah.
So just like that, but without paying $200.
Maybe they added that then because that's the first
time.
Yeah,
it was new. It was new,
okay.
And they just stopped it. So it was only running for about 2 months, and then they just stopped it because they don't have enough crystals. And they're saying that they're limiting the $200 experience ones because they also don't have enough crystals for those. So
yeah, because they're all sitting on a ship in the Atlantic.
Probably. Anyway,
bring me my Kyber crystal. They're stuck in the Atlantic. Bring them here now.
Anyway, we have, I'll save that for a little bit. But let's go ahead and talk about some of what's going on with football right now. So we do have some news. Aaron, the last time we saw you, Aaron Rodgers had turf toe and was being what I considered a baby about it. But apparently it wasn't even turf toe. Apparently he has broken his big toe. And he played through that this week. And the Green Bay won over, I think it was, who was Green Bay playing over the Bears? I was actually really shocked about this game because the Bears were dominating Green Bay for like a good while. And I was like, oh my gosh.
But then they woke up and realized that they were Chicago Bears and knew that they were going to lose the game. You know, Aaron Rodgers owns stock of the Chicago Bears. He has stock invested in them, and he owns a part of the team. Isn't that crazy? Your division rival quarterback owns part of your team.
Why?
I don't know. The guy invests in stocks. I don't know why he invested in them, but he probably got a good deal on it.
That's weird. We also had, we also had the Buccaneers over the Bills into overtime. Did you get to see this game?
So yeah, that actually was a really good game. So it was like third quarter and Bucks were up like 27-7 or something. I'm like, this game's over. And then Buffalo came back. We actually, my father-in-law came in. He's like, you guys need to come watch this game. It is really good. And we're like, Really? I think I was just getting over watching the Giants game because the Giants was an afternoon game too, but they started at 4 instead of 4:30. And I was just over the Giants, dumpster fire that continues to happen, and nobody's coming to put it out at all. It's a huge dumpster fire, and somebody just tried throwing a water bottle in there to, put it out. But no, we need more than that. And he's like, no, it's a really good game. So yeah, I was actually surprised that the Bills caught up, tied it, put into overtime. But of course, the GOAT threw a one little dink pass to his receiver on the slot, a slant, and then ran it in for the touchdown. So there you go.
Whatever. But
do not let the GOAT touch the football with any kind of time in overtime. The Bills got the ball first. They should have drove down the field and scored the touchdown and won the game. But no, they had to put it in his hands. What were they thinking?
Just because you're talking about this, I'm going to bring up this game. So we also had the Giants lose to the Chargers, 21-37.
No one cares.
They did try to come back.
They did. They did a really good job at coming back. I must say.
With 5 minutes left, they scored 2 touchdowns. Bravo.
We had a complete knockout, a complete wipeout of the Titans against the Jags. The Jags had no points in this game. That was probably the worst game of the entire week. Was the Jags against the Titans, 20-0. Titans won that
it's
one.
Jacksonville. You want to talk about another dumpster fire team? They got Urban Meyer, who's more worried about hanging out with in nightclubs with younger girls, and you got Trevor Lawrence, who's a bum, who is not a good quarterback. He was a great college quarterback, but he hasn't proven anything right now in the NFL. So, but yeah.
Yeesh.
Sorry, Urban Meyer coach at Ohio State. I can't stand Ohio State, and I can't stand anybody that comes from that school. So. Sorry if you're an Ohio State fan.
I can say though, there's been a lot of news coming out of the NFL about different things. Lamar Jackson may be out. There's a rumor he may be out for the season.
I'm sure you're happy about that.
Oh yes, ecstatic. They lost to the Browns 24-22. And both teams were on their backup quarterback. Both the Browns and the Ravens were on their backup quarterback.
Well, if you consider Baker Mayfield a backup, he's going to end up having that role eventually when he gets replaced.
Baker wasn't playing.
Yeah, he was.
No.
Hold, please.
He didn't play the whole game. I swore there was some black dude playing as the quarterback for the Browns. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield played. He was 22 for 32. He had 190 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception.
Did he go out? Did another quarterback come in? I swore I saw someone else being quarterback.
Maybe they took him out because he's a bum too.
They might have taken him out. I thought he was injured, but I only tuned in for a quick second.
No.
Maybe I'm dreaming. No. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else, but maybe I'm thinking of a different team. But anyway, clearly I've just lost my mind. That's probably what's happening. But next week, anyway. Also, Eagles were on bye this week. We had a bunch of teams on bye. The Colts were on the bye. We were on a bye this week. And I think there was another team on bye, and I can't think of who they are.
Yeah, because this week was the last week that teams had byes.
Yeah. So we're going to see a lot more fighting going on within this next week because we are starting to look at a heavy playoff picture right now. So do you want to talk about the playoff picture?
Why? Her team's not in it.
They are. They're in the hunt. They're still in consideration.
Just like the Giants. Oh, yeah, on paper it says they're in it, but they're not in it. They're not going to make it.
So anyway,
just like you can hope and pray on paper, your Eagles are still in it. They're not getting in either.
They are.
They're not getting in.
They're right on the line.
They're not getting in.
Washington
Let's see. Who do the Eagles play this week? Oh, you guys play Washington.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just going to pick Washington on purpose. Washington will beat you guys this week.
I wasn't asking. So currently in the playoffs at this current moment, if the NFC were to, or the NFL were to decide that playoffs were to start next week, this is who would be in the playoffs in the AFC. We have the Patriots, the Titans, Chiefs, and Ravens currently top 4 teams that would be going to the playoffs automatically. And then our wild card teams would be the Chargers, Colts, and Bills in the AFC. Bills still hanging on there even after their loss. But their playoff hopes are slim. Right now they're just above 1-5 of making the playoffs. Then in the hunt, right on that line there, you got the Browns, the Bengals, and the Broncos. And then right below them are the Steelers, Raiders, and the Dolphins hanging on to still be in consideration for that. Then on the NFC side, you have the Packers leading it, the Buccaneers and the Cardinals taking it, and the Cowboys automatically going into the playoffs. And then you have the Rams, 49ers, and Washington currently taking the wild card spots. Right below them are the Vikings, Eagles, and Falcons trying to get into it. Then you have the Saints, Panthers, and Seahawks. And at the bottom, you have the Giants and the Bears. There hasn't been a whole lot of... What?
We don't even have to talk about the bottom teams.
They were in the bottom two.
But technically, I know on paper we haven't been eliminated, but Detroit has officially been eliminated. The Jets, the Texans, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are all eliminated already.
Yes. So last week we only had the Texans that were eliminated. The Lions, the Jaguars, and the Jets have now joined them. I'm sure we're probably going to see a whole bunch more teams after next week joining them as we have more divisional matchups. For example, you have the Eagles and Washington. If the Eagles, this is like a must-win for the Eagles because if they do win,
every game's a must-win for the Eagles.
What?
Every game is a must-win for the Eagles. That doesn't mean they're going to win them all, though.
But it's really a must-win.
See, you know what? Because the Eagles will probably beat Washington, right? They will.
Because
probably,
if we win,
be a close game, but they'll probably beat
Washington. If we win this week, we take over Washington and we knock them out of their second spot in the NFC East.
Now I'm really hoping the Giants lose. And I know we're playing Dallas. But that's saying a lot. But you know what? I don't want Philly to get anywhere near that because I know Dallas will lose in the first round of the playoffs. It happens every year. Well, so you know what? Yeah, I hope we don't beat no wonder why she wants the Giants to win. She wants the Giants to win because it would help her bum team get closer to first place.
That's exactly what I said earlier in this.
No, I know. But I didn't realize of who you guys were playing, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what do you guys think of the current playoff picture right now? Who do you think? Do you think there's going to be any change in the wild card spots?
I would say the big surprise is probably Kansas City because about maybe, 3-4 weeks ago, I was writing them off and I was saying this is not their year. And I was actually I was thinking like Chargers and the Raiders. And now with them decimating the Raiders, I will never cheer for the Raiders ever again. I will never have faith in that team ever again because the past like 2 or 3 seasons, I'm like, oh, it's going to be the Raiders' year. They're going to be the sleeper. They're going to be the dark horse, and they always let me down. So, no, never again. I'm done with the Raiders. Nothing really surprises me except for my surprise team, the Patriots. They're on a roll. They're not stopping.
On the top of the AFC.
They're not stopping. And all those Patriots fans last season when Brady left, they're probably like, we're not going to be good for so long. And a year later, you're already sitting on top of the AFC.
Crazy.
So they're right now, they're my team to win it all for the AFC. I wouldn't say Super Bowl, but for the AFC.
I don't know. I feel like if they go up against the Chiefs is a completely different team right now than what they went up against in the beginning of the season. I would say it's probably going to be the Chiefs and the Patriots in the divisional final for the AFC.
I will agree with that. Because right now with the Titans, you can beat Tennessee because they don't have Derrick Henry. And if you put pressure on Ryan Tannehill, he'll fold. So I don't trust the Titans. The Ravens, who knows what's going on with Lamar Jackson right now. And the past like 3 or 4 weeks, they haven't been the same team. They've been only scoring like 17 points, even with a healthy Lamar Jackson. Ever since that loss on Thursday night to the Dolphins, they've been actually folding as well. So I don't trust them. And then out of the wild card teams, I would say maybe, and you're going to hate this, out of the Chargers, the Colts, and the Bills, I'm going to say the Colts. They've been playing legitimate football. Wentz has been really good, or the Chargers. But yeah, they beat up on my Giants, but they beat up on a bad team. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull off a big win. I do like the way Justin Herbert does play though. And I'm sorry, the Bills are overrated.
I think there is been a lot of chatter about one team that is not in the playoffs at this moment, and it's the Browns and the Bengals. People are, I think it was the Bengals. I think it was more the Bengals. It was one of those two teams. But people, they jumped 6 spots this week just with one win. I think they could possibly, and their division leader is the Ravens. I think they could possibly overpower the Ravens and sneak into a wild card spot. If the Ravens keep going the way they're going, if the Ravens lose the next 2 games, I think I forget who's in the wild card spot. I think it's the Colts. I think the Colts will get ahead of the Ravens, and then I think possibly that other team will push up in there.
Yeah, because right now the 3 wildcard spots would be the Colts, the Bills, and the Browns would be the 3. I'm sorry, the Chargers, the Colts, and the Bills would be the 3 wildcard spots.
Yeah. I think they could easily like slip right in there especially if the Bills keep losing the way they're losing. The Bills are going down, are having a downward spiral, which is really sad because I really wanted them to have a shot this year. But
yeah, because the Bills are overrated. I love a couple of weeks ago when we were up in Disney, you saw all the Bills Mafia people. They're the real New York team now. It's a glorious day for Buffalo, but yet you guys choke every time it comes to the primetime spots. You guys choke. So
time. Do you know I just realized New York has 3 teams? What?
New York has what?
3 teams.
Yeah. Bills, Jets, and Giants.
I always forget that the Bills
technically the Jets and the Giants play in Jersey. They don't play in New York.
I mean, Florida has 3 teams.
That's true.
Besides Tampa Bay, who are the other good teams?
I mean, not good teams, but we have 3 teams.
No one's watching Jacksonville.
The Jets are bad, so.
The Jets, I know the Giants are bad, but the Jets are even worse.
True. But, the Jets are eliminated, so they are officially worse. But on the NFC side of things, moving on the NFC side of things, do you see anything changing on that side?
Anybody but the Cowboys, I don't care. I don't care who it is. It can be Green Bay, Tampa, Arizona, the Rams, the Niners. I don't care if the freaking Falcons come up and win out or get in there. Hey, NFC, anybody but Dallas, anyone. Please. I don't want to see Dallas in it. I hate Dallas. Anybody but Dallas.
Well, yeah, I don't know because I really think they're probably going to be in it because they have not lost a game in quite a few
honestly,
weeks.
If I were to pick a team right now with the way they performed last night and Odell is starting to make a little bit of a turn for the positive, I'm going to say Rams.
But the thing is, the Cowboys are only in it. They're not in it because of how good they are. They're in it because they're winning the NFC East.
But the NFC East is not real competition. The Redskins are a bad team. The Giants are a garbage fire of a team. And the Eagles kind of have they're a 50-50 team. Either they're good or they are trash. You don't know what you're going to get with them.
Very true.
So they're in a garbage division. They're not in the NFC West that has the Rams, the Cardinals, the Seahawks, these better teams that they're playing against.
Yeah.
So they're beating easy competition. But it's not like they're. My argument for the Patriots, why I said I like them so much, is when they play a bad team, they kill them. When they play a good team, they win but close. The Cowboys make it close all the time. That's not a good team. That is not a good football team. Washington, they should have won 40-10 or whatever. And they won 27-20. They won by 7 points. That's not a good football team. Washington's a bad team. They should have killed them. You know why? Because Dallas is overrated. That's why. And if you're a Cowboys fan, sorry, but your team's overrated.
I agree. I completely agree. But someone in the NFC East has to go.
Yeah, it's Dallas. But they're going to lose in the first round, so it don't matter.
Well, yeah.
Because right now, they're not beating Green Bay. They're not beating Tampa Bay. They're not beating Arizona. And hell, if they play the Rams, they ain't beating the Rams either. The only team that they can beat is the Niners, if they get in, or the Vikings. And unfortunately, if your team makes it, they're going to beat them too. But they're not beating those other teams.
Yeah. Well,
and if they
currently,
do, Jerry Jones is paying them off.
I think the Washington spot is probably going to change for the wild card. And with a wild card, it doesn't have to change within their division. It could be any team in the NFC that can take that spot. I think that Washington's going to fall down, and maybe the Eagles might be able to sneak in there. Maybe the Vikings might be able to sneak in there since they have that tie. That's the only reason they're above the Eagles right now is because they have that tie.
There's going to be a Cowboys fan that's going to see your live stream and dislike your video because of me.
Probably. I'm shocked the Seahawks aren't higher because they're normally always up there.
Who?
The Seahawks.
They're having a bad year. Their defense is not what it used to be. They used to be really focused on the 12th man. They used to really be focused on defense. Russell Wilson was injured for a couple weeks. He still actually has, I think, that thumb injury that he's dealing with. They're just, it's not their year. They're just having a bad season.
Yeah.
There's good teams that have a bad year, but you could be like the Giants and be bad for 5 years.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I think I did this last week. I think the next teams to be eliminated are probably going to be the Bears, and no offense, the Giants, and possibly the Seahawks, and then also the Dolphins and the Raiders.
I want the Bears to keep losing because if the Bears keep losing, we have their first-round draft pick. So we will have 2 first-round draft picks. So, like, if they continue to lose, depending on where they see that, right now we would be picking number 6 and number 7 because of their draft pick.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
And I don't know if Danny Dimes might not even play anymore because of his neck, they're saying. So we might need a quarterback and a running back because Barkley's not the same running back either. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting next season.
Oh, trust me. I had the privilege to watch my team live 2 weeks ago, and we didn't get to talk about it. Yeah, we didn't get to talk about it, but
you guys weren't coming on.
It was not fun. At least, me, my father, and Connor were there. So at least 3 generations of Giants football was there. We were representing proud, only to get kicked by a garbage.
You lost to the Dolphins.
A garbage football team and a freaking bandwagon fan base. Oh boy. Oh, the Dolphins fans, they were like, yay, we just beat the Giants. We won the Super Bowl. Oh, hooray. I'm like, guys, your team sucks.
You're
yeah.
dramatic.
Okay, yeah, you beat a bad Giants team, but your team's awful. You think you're going to the Super Bowl this year? You think you're going to the Super Bowl in the next 5 years? Give me a break. I'm like, Dolphins fans, they're such bandwagon fans. It's insane. When they lose, the only reason why they showed up is because they're on a 5-game win streak. When they're freaking losing, there's no Dolphins fans there. Everyone's selling their tickets. Give me a break.
Interesting. All right. Well, we still have some more Disney news to talk about. So you can now meet Donald Duck at Hollywood Studios. He has a meet and greet that is set up, and he's been sighted in Hollywood Studios. Guardians of the Galaxy Rewind is now testing. They are testing the ride vehicles with some dummies. So we are getting closer and closer to an opening of Guardians of the Galaxies. We had a lot of refurb news last week come out. We have more refurb news. More rides are going down for refurb come January. Everest, which I know is Connor's favorite, is going down on January 4th for a 6-month refurb.
We're going to have to. Well, good thing I didn't say it out loud. If you can read words, we're going to have to go. We're going to have to try to go.
When? We're all blacked out.
No, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Oh,
I never called them for our annual passes. I'm going to have to do that at some point tomorrow. They're going to tell me to go down to Disney Springs.
This is fun.
We have to renew our annual passes. They expire December 28th, but they're not renewing except Pixie Dust, and we're not, or Pixie, whatever.
No, they're renewing regular.
it won't let us do it online.
It won't let me do it online.
What? Oh, I guess because you guys have the old passes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I was meaning to call them. I was supposed to do it Monday, and then I should have did it today, but I totally forgot. So I'm going to have to do it. I'll probably get on the phone with them after I leave work tomorrow or Friday.
Interesting. Oh, well, hopefully they let you.
I don't see why they wouldn't allow us to renew because they allowed him to get his pass. But like when he had his pass expire, they allowed us to buy him a pass. So I don't see why not. But
yeah, interesting. They also have a new Encanto mural that is at ZAC, Animal Kingdom. It's in the same place, like that little stage area across from Flame Tree Barbecue. And then we just had breaking news right before I went live. I saw this. There have been emergency vehicles spotted driving straight down Main Street at the Magic Kingdom of reports of a fire in the park. I don't know.
Did you hear where?
No, I didn't.
It was the kitchen at Cinderella's Royal Table. Yeah.
Whoa. In the castle.
In the castle.
Fire in the castle. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I guess guests were evacuated down. I guess there's 2 different kitchens, first level and second level. I don't know. We've never been in, but I guess they were escorted downstairs and escorted out of the park.
Oh my gosh. Well, they just released a statement apparently. Disney released a statement about it. Is that what you saw, the statement?
No, I saw it on one of the Facebook groups.
Yeah. Disney World released an official statement. There was a small fire in Magic Kingdom. The fire was quickly extinguished by fire extinguishers and no one was hurt. They still don't know the cause of the fire. Sources have told us smoke was seen coming from the left side of Cinderella Castle. And this is coming from Walt Disney World News Today. So that was an hour ago. And there is mulch in the area near Cinderella Castle. Mulch. Kingdom fire. Oh, the fire was spotted in the mulch area near Cinderella Castle. So maybe it wasn't at the kitchen. I don't know. That they released 11 minutes ago that the fire was spotted in the mulch area, but that doesn't make any sense.
That's weird.
Yeah, it says in the mulch area near Cinderella Castle. It was poorly put out with a single fire extinguisher. That's very odd. But the picture is insane. Like, this is the picture that they're showing that someone took with fire and EMTs going straight down Main Street. I don't think that's ever happened, as far as I know, that has ever happened.
I think when there was the fire at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Oh, maybe.
Years ago.
Yeah, maybe. You would think they would go a different way, though, because there's a different way to get to Seven Dwarfs without going straight down Main Street from
I don't know.
the outside. Yeah. That's weird. That's so weird. Like, I don't know why that's so weird to me that there were like fire trucks going straight down Main Street, because they used to have a fire truck go down Main Street as like a little, like, oh, here's the fire truck, but like, I don't know. It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me to see like up-to-date vehicles driving down.
I think it would have been interesting trying to get all those people evacuated.
I know, like that is interesting. And then like you have to get everyone away from Cinderella Castle,
right
at nighttime, like when everyone wants to go towards Cinderella Castle. And I'm sure since it was like 7:00-ish, this happened. That's right before fireworks, where it gets the most crowded. So I wonder if it was like a fire caused by a guest, or if it was caused by like maybe someone throwing something out the window in the kitchen, like thinking it would fall in the moat and it didn't. I don't know. That's so weird. Anyway, we're getting short on time here, so let's go ahead and jump right to that. It's actually all the Disney news I had anyway. But let's go ahead and talk about the games for next week. Which do you think are the must-win games? Which do you think are going to cause major shakeups, must-watch games? What do you think, Jeff?
So I think it's actually going to be a really good Thursday night game. There hasn't been a really good one in a while with the Chiefs and the Chargers. It's an AFC West matchup. Obviously, Kansas City's favored by 3 points, but I think the Chargers have been playing great football, and Justin Herbert's been playing phenomenal. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to play. It is in LA, so, I don't know, but I think it's going to be an interesting game. We have Saturday football returning since college football is off on, unless,
oh my gosh,
except for a couple football.
I didn't realize that there were 2 games on Saturday.
Yeah, because with college football not being there anymore, well, the bowl games are coming up, but with no more college football on Saturdays, they put some games on. The Raiders and the Browns, who cares? The Patriots and Colts, that's going to be another good game because of divisional standings. Again, this is going to be another test, I think, for New England with how good the Colts have been playing. So I'm very curious. They are on the road.
And the Colts are coming off of bye.
What's that?
And the Colts are coming off a bye week.
Yeah. So I'm just curious to see how they play. Like, are they going to play them close and beat them? Are they going to take it away? Like, are they going to run with it? So we'll see. So that's another interesting one. And then on Sunday, Bills and Panthers, Bills. Cardinals and Lions, Cardinals. They're all joke games. Dolphins and Jets, you would think the Dolphins, but you never know. Eagles and Washington, Eagles. Steelers and Titans. This is actually going to be an interesting one, too, because just with
the
Pittsburgh
Titans are right up there.
With Pittsburgh coming off of that devastating they tried coming back, but the game for a while was out of reach. But Minnesota's not a very good team. I would say, obviously, this is a must-win for the Steelers. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a better game than what people are, thinking. Jaguars and Texans, who cares?
No one cares because they're both out.
Broncos and Bengals. That's actually going to be another good game, too, because the Bengals are 7-6, and so are the Broncos. So this is, again, this is going to implicate where they stand as far as seeding for the playoffs. So that's another good one to watch.
Also, if the Bengals win and one of the teams above them loses, they could possibly push up into that wild card spot.
Right.
So
then you have Niners and Falcons. Who cares? Rams and Seahawks. Rams. Packers and Ravens.
The Niners are in the wild card spot right now.
They ain't getting in no playoffs. They're not getting no playoffs.
But they have to win to stay in that wild card spot.
Yeah, but they're a bum team. They're not gonna. I'll bet $100,000 right now they don't make it to the playoffs. And there's still 4 games left. I promise you, they're not going to get in. Sorry if you're a Niners. I'm just hating on a bunch of teams tonight.
You're just
You
know what? If the Giants were playing good, I would be happy. I think I'm very vengeful since the Giants suck. So all these other teams not that I don't like the Niners, but I just don't care for them.
By the way, you skipped over the Giants-Cowboys game.
You see, I'm skipping over that game on purpose. I don't want to talk about that game. Yeah, Rams and Seahawks, Rams, Ravens and Packers, definitely Green Bay, but it depends on A, Lamar's injury, and B, like how they. So again, for Baltimore too, this is another must-win, but I'm saying Green Bay.
And then Packers kind of have to win to stay at that top spot in the division because they're all tied. If the Packers lose, they will fall below the Cardinals and the Bucs.
Right. And then your Sunday night game is Bucs and Saints. It's not even a game. The
Saints.
Bucs. Yeah, right. Saints don't have a quarterback. Bucs. Tampa Bay's an 11-point favorite. So usually you get like a really good Monday night game or a really good Sunday night game. You usually really get a really good primetime game. It's never really like you get like 2 amazing games back to back. Because last week, yeah, the Monday night game was good, but the Sunday night game no one cared about. The Monday night football game is the Bears and the Vikings. I mean, who cares? Like, who cares? Both teams are trash. Yeah, the Vikings just won, but they barely held on. They were killing Pittsburgh, and they just let off the gas because it's the Vikings. Like, they're not a very good team.
I'm going to say this. If the Bears, I think it's worth watching because if the Bears win, I think they will stay in the hunt for the playoffs. If the Vikings win, they could push up into a wild card spot because they have that tie. They are above every single other team that is below them right now. And if they win, they will not only push past Washington, 49ers, and Rams, but they could even start competing for that top spot.
I personally think if you're in bed Monday night and you're counting sheep and you run out and you're trying to go to sleep, turn on this game. You'll fall asleep like that. That's how interesting it's going to be. I'd rather watch the Pottery channel than watch this game.
Well, guess what? I will still watch it.
But on a side note, I will be a pro Vikings fan that night because I need the Bears to lose. Again, it's just for the Giants. I need the Bears to lose. Sorry if you're a Bears fan. I don't hate the Bears. I have nothing against them. But since we have your first-round draft pick, I need the Bears to continue to lose so that way it helps my Giants out. That's it. It's the only reason.
If the Bears lose, they're out. They're out of the playoffs. Like, they have no contention left. And I think we're going to see a lot of teams start dropping off this week. And our playoff picture is going to get a lot more tighter as the weeks continue to go on. We're going to start making Super Bowl picks here soon, so stay tuned for that because that'll be pretty interesting. Let's just start this week, actually. Who is your pick to go to the Super Bowl? Who do you think are going to be the matchup?
Honestly, truthfully, the game that I really want to see most out of everything, just because of the way it's positioned right now, it could happen. The GOAT, Tom Brady, with his Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or I should say in Tampa Bay, not Tampa Bay. It's Tampa Bay now.
Okay.
Get it, Tampa Bay?
Yeah, I get it.
Against the Patriots, his former team. Bucs and Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I was like, where are you going with this?
That's the game I want to see. It's not going to
I
happen.
don't think that. I don't know. I don't think so.
But it would be pretty incredible, though, because Belichick would go up against Brady, the master defensive mastermind coach, against Tom Brady. That would be a pretty epic Super Bowl.
I think it'll definitely be interesting, but I don't think the Patriots are going to do it. I really don't think the Patriots are going to do it. I think it's going to be the Chiefs versus the Bucs or the Panthers right now. I'm really rooting for the Cardinals.
The Bucs are who?
I said Panthers. Packers.
Oh,
Packers.
I was going to say the Panthers have no chance in it. Unless all the teams catch COVID the week before the game and the Panthers somehow are the only team that doesn't have COVID, they're getting in the Super Bowl. That's the only way they're making it.
That'd be funny. Brittany, who do you think?
I honestly, because the Steelers have really just dumpster fire, like Jeff says.
Why are you
I
even
really
mentioning
don't-
them in the same sentence
care.
as the Super Bowl?
I really don't care. I don't care.
Well, you got to pick two teams. If you're right now at the football we've been watching, if you were to pick two teams, who would you pick and why?
Packers and I guess the Patriots.
Okay.
Why Packers?
Because I don't want Tom Brady in it.
And why the Patriots? Because you agree with me?
I agree they are on a winning streak, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
As much as I don't like Belichick.
I feel like Patrick Mahomes is not going to have, like, after his – I feel like he's going to want to try to go to the Super Bowl again and repeat.
He just has not been playing good football, though, himself. I mean, that's the same thing like Baker Mayfield. He just hasn't been on his game. I mean –
He's also hurt.
I hate that excuse, though.
Who, Baker?
The guy's
Okay,
hurt,
Aaron
man.
Rodgers was hurt.
Yeah, he has a broken toe. We can't forget the broken toe.
But Aaron Rodgers is like in another class of
But so is
quarterback.
Baker Mayfield. Don't ask my dad because he'll just shit on him. But
Whoa!
oh my bad. Whoops. Totally forgot what
Blur that out. But I kind of want Tom to get there and win one more because that way I'm hoping he'll just retire.
Because then they won't. Oh no, it's not the Patriots anymore. He's on the Bucs. Okay.
Yeah. He'll just retire. Oh yeah, she doesn't want the Patriots to win because they'll surpass the Steelers in all time. I thought they. Oh no, they tied them.
They tied them.
They didn't surpass them.
They have 6.
Interesting. Wow.
Who do you think? Oh wait, yeah. You said who did you say? Packers and who else? Or you said the Chiefs.
I really want the Cardinals, but I feel like they're not going to. I just have a feeling they're not going to do it. So I think it's going to be the Packers versus the Chiefs is what I think. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to let another Super Bowl pass him by.
But Patrick Mahomes is going to get to another Super Bowl. He's young. It's gonna happen. Like he's going to go to more.
I don't know. I think he's hungry because didn't they make it into the Super Bowl last year, the Chiefs?
Yeah, and they got decimated by Tampa.
Yeah, I think that would be a really good matchup again to see.
But the rematch? No, I want to see new. Well,
boring.
No,
it's boring.
No, not really. I don't want to say. I want to see new teams because I'm picking Tampa again, and it would be this. It would be a repeat for them. And my second choice is. I also
think Aaron Rodgers is so hungry for one more Super Bowl that he will do anything to get there.
Well, I know his wife, fiance.
They got married, yeah.
Okay, really wants to get into Super Bowl because if they want to continue to have a good income, it's not going to happen on her terrible acting skills. So she's hoping and praying.
Nice.
No, I think if he wins the Super Bowl, he's gonna retire and they're gonna start to have kids.
He's going to be the host of Jeopardy.
Want to go? No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. They said multiple times that he would be the full-time host of Jeopardy.
No, but they've already signed a 1.5-year contract to the girl from The Big Bang Theory and the director. The two.
That's fine, but he'll eventually be the full-time host.
Well, that's fine, but I think they're gonna focus on. I think once he's done with football, he's gonna start to focus on his family, and they're gonna start to have kids. That's what I think.
He'll probably go into commentating as well. He'll probably be an analyst somewhere.
Probably.
He's always on the Pat McAfee show too.
I don't know who that is.
He used to punt for the Colts.
Oh, well, who knows? But that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this. Give it a big thumbs up. Tell us in the comments what you think, what your picks are for the Super Bowl as of right now. I mean, we'll see how these teams do next week. This may change if the Patriots somehow lose or the Packers lose or one of the teams lose. Like, who knows? There's still a lot that could happen in the next few weeks. How many more weeks do we have left? Do you
After
know?
this week, 3. And
So
I already
not
looked
much
up
can happen, but a lot can happen.
I already looked up the games for the following week. I wanted to see what the primetime game were, and again, they both suck. Both Sunday and Monday night games are terrible. I'm like, guys, this is the last couple of weeks. You're supposed to be putting good football on, not bad football.
Well, it probably has other things. They probably have to consider other things. I don't know what other things, but I'm sure there's other things they have to consider when they make the games. But yeah,
your audio was just perfect there for a second, and then it went quiet again.
Oh. All right. Why don't you guys tell the people what you have going on your channel this week?
We have so much going on, but our lives are so crazy right now. I just don't have the time. Well, I do have the time, but God, we just went to Zoo Lights at the West Palm Beach Zoo. So we have a Christmas video coming out. We'll probably post that the week of Christmas. We still have our Margaritaville that I need to post. We still have our beach club that I need to post.
And you wanted to do Vlogmas.
What's that?
And you were going to do Vlogmas.
I know. And I had everything really lined up. Like, we really planned it out. Like, I was telling her I could do this, because I got a Funko Pop box that I need to review. What did we just review? Didn't we review something? Oh, we filmed. Oh, we have the mystery ornament swap that I will be posting this week. So there you go. You guys got a video watch. We got the ornament swap coming up on Friday. So that will definitely be posted.
And it's really great, guys. So stay tuned.
Yes. But yeah, we just have a bunch of stuff. We have Christmas stuff. We have Disney stuff. We have Funko stuff. Oh, Brittany, those 2 lounge flies that you're supposed to review too. We still got those in the box right there. Well, when you get into those.
In my spare time.
Okay. So, but yes, lounge fly, Funko, Disney, Christmas, you name it, we got it. Just stay tuned to our channel. And ring that notification bell. So that way you are notified when the video goes up.
Awesome. So on my channel, we have some things going on. So every Tuesday, we have this football live stream. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. We're going to continue that next week heading into Christmas. I am coming up on my last week of school, thank goodness, because things have hit the fan this week. Tomorrow, I have a few things all in a row here. Today, I just released this Vlogmas ear swap where I got these amazing ears. Definitely check that out. I also have the holiday cheer pin and pop swap that will be going live tomorrow. So stay tuned to check that out. I'm supposed to have a Festival of the Holidays video and the Cookie Stroll video coming out this week on Thursday and Friday. And then I have an ornament box swap that I'm hosting, which our Paradise Falls already mentioned. They're in it with me. So excited about that. A little nervous for it, but very excited. And then Monday, I have something coming out. So that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to have the gingerbread houses coming out. I have a whole video on all the different gingerbread houses and gingerbread things at Walt Disney World that you can see. So I have that video coming out on Sunday. hopefully. And I then have a unboxing coming out on Monday for another Secret Santa box swap that I had done. And then on Tuesday next week, we will be right back with this football live stream. And we are almost done with Vlogmas at that point. I can't believe we're already halfway through, more than halfway through. Thank goodness, because I don't know how much longer I can do this. It's getting really difficult, but I'm hanging in there. Hopefully we will get it done. I'm not too sure about it. It's like these last few videos that are going to come down to the wire here, but that's what I have coming up on my channel this week. It's a whole long list. I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas, the 13 people that watch religiously. I appreciate it.
Really quick, I know this is the kind of we should have talked about in Disney news. Thursday, well, it's actually premiering Friday, but Thursday around 5 o'clock-ish or so, Spider-Man No Way Home drops. Guys, please, no spoilers. Yeah.
If you guys spoil it for me, I'm gonna be so annoyed.
Don't watch our story.
Until I go home
Don't watch our story Thursday night. I'll probably post a little warning and say spoilers. Don't click past the story. No, we won't. I won't. I'm gonna film like
no one ruin it for me. I'm not seeing it till probably like the 26th.
Wow. No, you're gonna get it spoiled.
I have to wait for my mom,
and not by us.
You're gonna get it spoiled. You're gonna go on Facebook. You're gonna be scrolling through, and there's gonna be leaked images. I would.
All right, I'm going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow to go see it. Then that's.
But anyway,
what I'm gonna do.
It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
I'm gonna be so annoyed if I get that. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you give it a big thumbs up. And we will see you next week. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, and they'll see you next week or on Saturday. Actually, they'll see you on Saturday, and I will see you guys later. Have a magical day.